A major shift in the car market tonight. Overpriced new vehicles are failing, while the ignored dirt-cheap alternatives are running problem-free for years.
We're seeing retirees who bought the cheapest, most ignored SUVs on the lot 3 years ago sitting on absolute gold mines.
Somewhere in a driveway right now, there's a retired couple standing next to an SUV they almost didn't buy, wondering why it still runs better than their neighbor's brand new one. 3 years ago, everyone around them said skip it. Buy new, buy the smart choice instead. So their neighbor did. That neighbor is now on a first-name basis with the service department, back for a second transmission repair before 40,000 miles, while this SUV nobody wanted has never once left them stranded. Thousands of retirees made that same smart choice and are only now realizing the SUV they passed over would have served them better for thousands less. Today, I'm showing you the 3 they passed over, and one of them in particular is the SUV I think more retirees are going to wish they bought first.
Number 3. The Honda Pilot, 2003 to 2008. They passed over this one first. A retired school teacher I've seen in this exact situation had $3,800 and 2 grandkids to drive around, and everyone told her a 15-year-old SUV was a gamble. She bought a 2006 Pilot EX with 151,000 miles for $3,600 anyway. 22,000 miles later, her only repairs have been a battery and a set of tires. That's the whole list. There's really only one expensive thing to know about before you buy one of these. The timing belt needs changing around 105,000 miles. It costs about $600. And if it's been done, the engine underneath it will comfortably run past 250,000 miles without a fight. Skip that one service and you're gambling. Get it done and you're driving something most new SUVs can't promise.
Compare that to a same-age Ford Explorer with the old 4.0 V6, which by this mileage is usually burning through a transmission or leaking from half a dozen gaskets at once. A clean first-gen Pilot runs $3,000 to $6,000 right now. An Explorer in worse mechanical shape sells for about the same money, purely because people trust the name more than they've earned the right to. Ask for the timing belt records before you buy, and if they're missing, budget for that one service immediately. Do that, and you own a 3-row SUV that will outlive most of what's rolling off lots new today. Now, the SUV at number 2 solves a fear a lot of older drivers have carried around for 15 years, and it's a fear that's mostly outdated.
Number 2. The Subaru Forester 2009 to 2013. Everyone's heard the same warning about Subarus. Expensive to fix, head gaskets go bad, stay away. That reputation is real, but it belongs to engines built before 2011. It follows this Forester around unfairly, and that's exactly why it's sitting cheap on lots right now. Take a retired mail carrier. 94,000 miles on a 2012 Forester. $5,200. 4 years and 60,000 miles ago. Most of it winter driving that would have stranded a front-wheel drive crossover. His only repair since has been a set of struts. Here's the short version of the Subaru reputation. The scary stuff you've heard mostly came from older engines. On this generation, naturally aspirated, no turbo, the risk is far lower than people assume. The one thing actually worth paying attention to if you're shopping used is the transmission, since some of these came with an early CVT instead of a conventional automatic, and the conventional automatic has the longer track record. That's really the whole decision.
Clean 2009 to 2013 Forester with this engine runs $3,500 to $6,000. A comparable RAV4 or CRV with real snow capability sells for $2,000 to $3,000 more, mostly because Subaru's old reputation hasn't caught up with how much better this generation actually is. Ask which transmission it has before you buy, and you own one of the most quietly dependable all-wheel drive SUVs an older driver can find under $6,000. And that brings us to the one I'd tell my own parents to go buy this weekend.
Number 1. Toyota RAV4 2013 to 2018. If someone I loved had one chance to buy a used SUV tomorrow and never think about it again, this is the one I'd point them to. A widower in his 70s needed something to drive solo cross-country twice a year to see his daughter. No cell signal for stretches, no room for surprises. A 2014 RAV4 XLE, 89,000 miles, $11,000. 4 cross-country trips and 41,000 miles later, his only repairs have been oil changes and 1 set of brakes. 0 surprises. The reason is almost boring. No turbo, a timing chain instead of a belt, and a conventional automatic instead of the CVT that came later in the hybrid trims. Less to go wrong means less that eventually does.
A clean 2013 to 2016 RAV4 like his runs $7,000 to $12,000 right now, while a same-year Honda CR-V with comparable mileage and reputation sells for $2,000 to $4,000 more, mostly because buyers assume newer badges and hybrid drivetrains mean fewer problems, not more parts that can eventually fail. Ask for transmission service records around 90,000 miles, and there's very little else that can catch you off guard. This is the SUV that lets you stop worrying about the car and just drive. So there they are, the Honda Pilot, the Subaru Forester, and the Toyota RAV4. 3 SUVs sitting on back rows and side lots right now because none of them are exciting enough to get a second glance. None of them have a touchscreen the size of a tablet or a badge that impresses anyone at church on Sunday. What they have is something the current SUV market has almost entirely walked away from. Engines and transmissions simple enough to actually last. Here's the part most buyers never stop to notice. The used market doesn't actually price in reliability, it prices in newness. Something that looks modern gets rewarded even when it fails sooner, and something that looks dated gets punished even when it never breaks down. That gap is exactly where these 3 are sitting right now. That retired couple from the beginning didn't get lucky. They just bought the SUV everyone else walked past for the wrong reasons. Subscribe if this helped. I break one of these down every week. Drive safe and buy the one that's built to last, not the one built to impress.